Hello YouTube. Right now there are some games with pretty good discounts and one game is also currently free. These are my personal recommendations, whether I have played them or have somehow come into contact with them, or if a good close friend has recommended the game. Of course, this rule does not apply for free games, because the game is free, I recommend it anyway. Let's start with the free game. This game can be obtained for free from Epic Games. Just log in and activate the game to your account. The game will then be yours forever, at least until the Epic Games closes its doors. This week's Epic free game is Astro Duel 2. Astro Duel 2 is a sci-fi combat game that combines top-down cosmic dogfights with up-close platforming action, whether against each other or cooperatively. Battle through space and on the ground at the same time, strike within fully destructible arenas or just nuke them from orbit. I can't say why, but the game gives me a Broforce feeling. If you don't know what Broforce is, I recommend checking it out, and if it ever goes on sale, I'll definitely be adding it to this list. Anyway, this time the game seems to be very interesting, and since it's free, if I find the time, I might give it a try. Definitely adding it to my collection. If you noticed the video title, this week there isn't just one free game, but two. This week it's not only a free game on Epic, but also on Steam. Steam rarely gives away games like this, but if it happens, I'll try to keep an eye out. You can get this game for free on Steam, the Steam launcher. Just log in and activate the game to your account. The game will be yours forever. This week's free Steam game is Space Crew Legendary Edition. You're a captain in the United Defense Force, captain of your own starship, recruit your crew, customize your ship and head out to explore the galaxy, defending Earth against the mysterious extraterrestrial threat known as the Phasmids. There will be challenges ahead, crew members will be lost, dangerous missions must be undertaken, galactic legends will be made. It very much reminds me 3D FTL, another old classic that I played a lot back in the day. Let's move on to the paid games. Metro Saga Bundle. The bundle includes Metro 2033 Redux, Metro Last Light Redux, and Metro Exodus with its expansions. In 2013, the world was devastated by an apocalyptic event, annihilating almost all mankind and turning the Earth's surface into a poisonous wasteland. A handful of survivors took refuge in the depths of the Moscow underground, and human civilization entered a new dark age. The saga begins in 2033. In short, it's a shooting game that features grim atmosphere and tells the story on humanity's survival after the catastrophe. You have to fight both mutants and humans while trying to understand the new world where human civilization has collapsed. I will definitely recommend this saga. The game is somewhat similar to Stalker, although I wouldn't compare them since the ideas and styles are still different. But Frostpunk. I had a friend who I knew would like this game. I did everything I could to get him to play it. Even bought it specifically for PS4, even though I had it on my computer so I could lend it to him. I was even ready to lend him my computer, but for some reason he never did. Damn traitor. Anyway, Frostpunk is a society survival game. As the ruler of last city on Earth, it is your duty to manage both citizens and infrastructure. What decisions will you make to ensure your society's survival? What will you do when pushed to the breaking point? Who will you become in the process? In short, Frostpunk is a grim city building game where you have a generator in the center of the city that you must keep running to prevent your population from dying of cold. You have to find balance between managing resources, developing the city, and the well-being of the inhabitants. There should be a sequel coming out this year. Red Faction Guerrilla Re-Mars-tered edition. It's an open world game set on Mars where the action takes place and the player acts as a member of a rebel group against the colonization of Mars. The game highlights tough fights and destruction on the surface of Mars and offers the player the opportunity to use various weapons and vehicles to fight and to cause extensive destruction in a dystopian future world. In short, it's an open world game where the shooting aspect isn't particularly special, but what made it special was the fact that you could destroy buildings. I remember on Xbox 360, I took a hammer and smashed all the walls and watched the house collapse. I took a truck, raced through the houses, the force flew to pieces. When I got sticky bombs, blowing up buildings became very easy. Game isn't anything special anymore, but for that price, I drive a truck through a wall again. Saints Row Ultimate Franchise Pack. Fortunately, this package doesn't include the latest crap, but at least it includes older classics like Saints Row 2, Saints Row 3, and its remastered version, Saints Row 4, and Get Out of Hell. The games offer various missions, activities, and chaotic gameplay elements, allowing players to engage in various criminal activities, drive vehicles, customize characters and weapons, and participate in absurd and humorous scenarios. Each Saints Row installment has developed a formula offering players increasingly absurd experiences. Every Saints Row is unique. Saints Row 2 tries to be a GTA clone. Saints Row 3 decides there's no need to be a clone, just to turn things up to 11 and create chaos in the city. Saints Row 4 is essentially like, aha! Saints Row 3 was over the top, well then, hold my beer. In short, it's Saints Row 3 turned things up to 11 even more. It includes superpowers and aliens. Initially, they tried to be GTA clone, but later found their niche. If you have to choose just one, I'd say Saints Row 3 is the best choice, Saints Row 2 is a bit outdated now, and Saints Row 4 is a bit too absurd. Desperados 3. Desperados is a real-time tactical strategy game created by Me. Players control multiple characters through dangerous westerns. The game offers diverse environments and challenges requiring the use of stealth, strategy, and each character's unique skills to solve complex tasks and achieve goals. Players have the opportunity to customize their approach to each situation and enjoy a gripping story and detailed world full of excitement and danger. In short, for those who remember the old days of playing Commandos and more modern Me game Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, I would recommend checking out what game this is. Unfortunately, Me no longer makes games, so such type of games may not come for a long time. These offers don't last forever, so it's worth buying relatively quickly, especially to activate the free game. I hope you liked the video. I'll try to inform you more when there are good game sales going on. I hope you'll press like and subscribe so you won't miss out future videos. Until next time, all the best of you.